Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Sadiq, and today I got this Nintendo Switch which has a damaged screen, and I'll be replacing the screen. Also be replacing the shell with this transparent black shell. It also comes with these SNES style buttons, the yellow, blue, green and red. This kit is pretty complete. It comes with all the spare screws, springs you might need, and hopefully I won't be needing them because I think the original ones are better. Comes with the game card slot covers, SD card slot covers as well. This kit also comes with the screwdrivers, so you shouldn't need any more tools. Everything's in the package if you were to use this kit. Of course, the back shell as well. And it also comes with a matching color screen protector. But since I knew I was going to do this already, the screen replacement that I bought, it's got a new digitizer as well, and it's pre-attached to the screen, so that will make it much easier. So this is probably one of the easiest ways to replace the screen on a Nintendo DS Lite. Alright, so let's get started. It has 4 tri-wing screws at the bottom, and the rest of the screws, there's 2 at the top. These are cross heads, 2 near the USB-C port as well. I'll be using my electric screwdriver, and the tri-wing bit that I'm using is a Y0.6 in my kit. I'll put a link to the kit I use, the screwdriver I use as well. Alright, so I'm going to take the 4 screws out, and now I'll be changing to the PH00 bit. And these screws are going to be different sizes, so you want to keep them separated. That's all the screws out. Now to take it apart, it's clipped in places. The best place to start is near the speaker ports. You want to get your plastic tool because you don't want to use metal tools. You're going to scratch it up, especially if you want to keep the case. That's the back off. So I'm going to be first working on the back shelf because we need to take some parts out and put it onto the new shell that I'm going to replace it with. So we need this bracket for the slot cover and the bracket for the SD card slot cover, and these buttons, the membrane we need. So it's going to take the screws out. We need this packet. It has the power button and the volume buttons and the 2 slot covers. These we'll need later. Let's put the screws back in for that. Same thing for the SD card slot cover. You don't want to tighten it too much, just enough. Here we put in the volume button and the power button. This is the right orientation. You might want to use tweezers for this. That's them in. And we also should have these grills for the vents here. These are pretty simple. You just take off the adhesive and line them up with the cutouts there. Okay, so that's the back part. Now it's time to further disassemble the Nintendo Switch Lite. So to get the back plate, I can see 1, 2, 3, looks like just 3 screws. There's one more screw here. Now before you do anything else, you want to take out the battery. So you need to take this flex cable connector off first. That will allow you to take out the battery. Now it should be safer to work on. Okay, so next I'm just going to be taking out parts with the screws. These are the speakers. Some of these screws are slightly longer. That was from there. It was slightly longer, so you want to keep those separate. So let's just take out cables. And I think I should take the heatsink off next. And this foam needs to come off, and it's very difficult to do it without damaging it. That came off nice and easy. This is the game card slot. It's the fan connector. That's for the screen. This is one of the screen cables as well. That's one of the Joy-Cons. Some of the joystick cables. So now I've got all the flex cables removed, and I can see two screws next to the charging port. Screws holding in the fan. Let's take these out. These are the trigger buttons. Okay, now let's work on these parts to put the ZL and ZR buttons. They will just pop out. They're on a peg. There's two pegs. There you go. They're a bit stiff, but they come out quite easily. And they simply pop in. They just snap in. So this part is done. Let's carry on. Actually, before I do that, I think I should prepare the new LCD. So the LCD goes in this direction. Let me make sure. These cables are in this way. Just to make sure. Those are the two cables. So they will go in this way around. So in this orientation. Yep. and it does come with a piece of adhesive for that. Yeah, so it lines up with the notches. Peels off from that side. Yeah, so it does just pull off. And then on this side we have the backlight cable. I believe, not sure, exactly sure if it's the backlight cable, but we need to pull that through. And also, yeah, I think this needs to come off as well. Yes, now we can apply pressure on the edges where the adhesive tape is. Alright, so that part is done. Let's carry on disassembling the switch light. So here there is a spring in there, you don't want it to go flying. Just make sure you got it. Same on this side, springs are intact. Okay, so now I've got some more screws to take out. That's the motherboard out. There's one more screw. Okay, so now I'll just be transplanting everything else since we're in the near the bottom part. So that's it. There's nothing else that we need from the OEM screen, because so now it's a matter of just doing everything in reverse again. And there you go. It's fully changed out. Now we can do a peel. I really should have actually tested the screen before fully installing it, but let's hope. Alright, let's turn it on and see how the screen looks. Let's test the digitizer, because that's new. It's perfect. Everything else already worked. The joysticks are seem fine, no drifting. Yeah, the right stick is also fine. Alright, so that was a screen replacement and a shell replacement of the Nintendo Switch Lite. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to see more like this, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.